Hey guys, I'm Megan Graham, and today I am going to bring you inside of my bedroom to show you 20 things that you'll find in my bedroom. So I just wanted to basically introduce myself a little bit more, and I think when you see the things that somebody has in their home, it really tells you more about them. So here goes. Welcome to my home. All right guys, so welcome to my home. Here is one thing that you are going to find in my bedroom. I always have a silk sleep mask. I cannot sleep without a silk sleep mask. It like signifies that it's time to go to sleep, so I always have one on. I have some big windows in my bedroom and they let in a lot of light. I do have shades, but this makes such a significant difference. Almost all of the time you're going to find I don't know if you can focus on this. I think we're having a little trouble focusing, but my Fitbit is almost always in my bedroom. I wear this most of the time. I like to track my sleep so I know how I'm doing. I'm super health focused. Okay, this is an interesting thing in my bedroom. So this is the controls for a machine that I use, and it's called a beamer. When I first heard about it, I thought it was the weirdest thing I had ever heard of. One of Jeff's friends introduced me to it, and he rehabilitates a lot of golfers. I use this to improve my health and my circulation and things like that. And it's actually connected to a mat that I sleep on. It's under my covers, and I run it for a few minutes a day to improve my health. That is just for me. I can't say whether it will work the same for you, but I absolutely love it. This is an IQ Air. It's called an Atom, and it's an air filter that's actually sending fresh air my way in my bedroom. If you're wondering why I'm so focused on health, I actually moved to this new condo recently, and my last apartment, which was a rental, had a really bad mold problem, which made me really sick. So I have a ton of air filters, which, look, I have another air filter. I have so many of them. This is a Rabbit Air, but they make a huge difference in basically improving my air quality. So I absolutely love plants, and this plant is called a ZZ plant. It does not require a lot of care, and it also does not need a lot of sun. So this is a really beautiful plant that I love. My planner I keep in my bedroom. That way, if I think of something that I need to do, I can actually put it on my to-do list in my planner so I don't get too stressed out. I feel like there are always so many things going through my mind, and when I can write them down, it's really helpful. And I have a beautiful pen that my friend Lynn sent to me. Over here, I have a few books that are in my reading queue. This one is called The 4 Agreements. This is actually a great book to read, and I've read it, but I'm reading it again because my friend Tammy and I are doing a book discussion group. This book is great for really getting as much happiness out of your life as possible. I have the 5-minute journal, which I actually do every single morning and every single night to reset my way of thinking. It's got just really, really great things. It starts out with, I am grateful for, what would make today great, daily affirmations. It's an amazing book. And excuse my camera strap for hanging into the photo, but I am just going to keep going. Not working on being perfect. And this is actually a book that I use for journaling to increase my creativity and stop myself from basically censoring myself and being afraid to try new things and share things with people. So really important books. This is a crystal that was given to me by my friend Christine, and it is a crystal that is supposed to be good at helping you to recover from mold and get toxins out of your environment, and I will try anything. This is a crystal that was given to me by my friend Donna, and it's actually a cleansing crystal, so you can use it like a wand, and she gave it to me for my new home, to cleanse my new home. And this crystal is a beautiful crystal that is meant for healing. It was also given to me by Christine, and she just gives me the most beautiful and amazing crystals, and I love it so much. This is a picture of me and my husband Jeff when we first met. This was the first trip that we ever took. Well, actually, I visited him in Arizona, and I stayed at a hotel, And honestly, this is the trip where we fell in love. And he is the most amazing man I've ever met, and I am so blessed to be married to him. And this is when it all happened, and oh my gosh, look at his face. He's just so handsome. I just can't get enough of his face. My wedding band is here. It's in its little box, nice and safe and sound. And these guys are always in my room whenever they can be in my room. So this is Poppy. She's very shy. She doesn't like the camera being on her. This is Lola. She's never shy. Lola is Poppy's sister, and they are from the same litter, and Lola is like very, very animated. This is Alfie. He's not shy. He's a naughty boy, but he's so cute that he can get away with basically anything. And because I have Yorkshire Terriers, and Yorkshire Terriers are not always the best with house training, this is a beautiful rug that I have. It's actually washable, and it's by a company called Lorena Canals, and I just really love it. They use non-toxic dyes, so it's really healthy, but it's really plush, and they're also very, very well priced. So I absolutely love this rug. Of course, I have stairs because why wouldn't my dogs need to get up to my bed? Obviously, it's a necessity because most of the things in my room are for them. If you look under my bench, there's a dog bed because they cannot have enough dog beds. I have a little collection of extra blankets here just in case. And I have this window, which all of our windows eventually need to be replaced. It's in pretty rough shape, but I can just see other Boston buildings outside of here. It's actually really quiet. This is my fireplace that's in my room. Everybody gets so excited about it, but unfortunately the fireplace does not work. And here we have a picture of me and Jeff on our very first date. We went skiing. He owns a ski shop in Aspen, and we actually went skiing together, and this is just one of the most fun days of my entire life and one of the best things that ever happened to me. Okay, this is something that probably doesn't seem exciting to most people, but this is my first television I have ever had in my room, and it's a game changer. I love it. It just gets me to bed earlier, and it's so fun. So I always thought I would never have one because I thought it was a bad thing, but it's pretty great. And underneath it is a sound bar that my older brother Jamie gave to me. I love it. There's a little pattern here. I have lots of pictures of my handsome husband. And in this picture, he's got Lola, the little queen, sitting in his lap. Poppy sitting very proudly to his right, and you can barely see him, but the dog on the left is Teddy. Teddy went over the Rainbow Bridge. He's no longer with us, but he was the most special Yorkshire Terrier I have ever had in my entire life. No offense to my other Yorkies, but he was my number one guy. So this is a huge mirror that I have in my room, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Everybody should have a mirror in their room, and you can see behind me, surprise, more plants. So I have this pothos plant, which I love. It's a neon pothos. I have paper towels for cleaning up after the Yorkies because everything is about the Yorkies. I cannot remember the name of this plant. I think it's a succulent. It's very easy care. I think it needs to be watered like maybe every 20 days or so. And then I have another pothos plant. This guy is pretty dead. It was in really bad shape when it came to me, and I'm trying to bring it back to health. And then if you look at this picture, it's a little bit dark, but this is actually a picture of my mom holding me when I was a baby, and I love this picture. My mom is, what a cutie she is. She's just so cute. Kind of hard to see because it's clear, but this lamp it's a lamp I always wanted. It's by Philip Stark, and I just think it's so cool. It's modern but classic all at the same time, and it is gorgeous. I love it when it's turned on. It gives the most beautiful light. And then down here is a picture from when I took my mom to Italy. So a big goal of mine in my life was to take my mom to Italy, and it took me years and years to get to a point in my career where I could do it, but we had the most special and amazing trip, and it was great to be able to do that. So these bears, I don't want to make everybody sad, but I guess they're a little sad, but they're also wonderful. My mom is really talented at making things. So this is actually my Lammy, and Lammy doesn't really have a story. My mom just made him because I wanted a Lammy toy, and he's really cute. And then I'm actually gonna bring these over to my bed so you can see them a little bit better. So I had a brother that was really, really special to me, and I lost my brother when I was 26, so I'm 44 now. It's been 18 years this year. And when my mom made me this bear, I honestly thought it was really creepy when she first made it. Sorry, Mom, I know you watch my videos, but I thought it was really creepy. He's made out of one of my brother's favorite shirts, and my brother's name was Ian. But actually, this has become one of my very most beloved things in my room. Whenever I feel like I wish I could talk to my little brother, because he'll be my little brother forever, I always can hug this bear. So he's really special. And so when my favorite Yorkie in the world passed away, I asked her to make one out of Teddy's things so I could also have a special teddy bear. And so Ian Bear and Teddy Bear are really, really special because when I need to give Ian and Teddy hugs, I can give them hugs. And I know that might sound weird to some people, but I feel like when you love someone, you know, if it's a sibling or a pet or something like that, you will miss them for your entire life. So it's so special to have something so beautiful and sentimental that I can always literally hold on to. These are, you know, other than my puppies and my husband, these are my most important possessions in my home. This is a picture from our wedding night, and we've only been married for about a year and a half. We got married at the Four Seasons in Hawaii in a really tiny ceremony, and it was so special and so wonderful. One of the best days I've ever had, and I really didn't think that I was a wedding I really didn't think that I was a wedding person until I had my wedding and realized that actually I was, because it was special and beautiful. And I so wish I could go back to that day because it went way too fast. Okay, so we have a lot of these. I'm just gonna say, I think it's such an ugly thing, but this is the most powerful air filter that I've ever had. It's called the IQ Air Multigas, and it is amazing what it does for the air quality in my room. It makes a huge, huge difference. And I got it right before the shutdown, and I was still living in my moldy apartment because I just couldn't find a safe apartment. And this thing bought me some time because I don't know how I could have lived in that apartment. It was making my dog sick, and it was making me sick, and I did a lot better after I got this filter. So this is a beautiful, beautiful blanket that my mother actually just made for me. And the dogs love sleeping on my mom's blankets. Poppy's pretty irritating she's pretty irritated that I'm interrupting her right now, clearly, but they love the blankets. And this is also another blanket that my mom made. It's got little footprints on it from the dogs running around on it, and as you can see, they're pretty comfortable. Alfie, are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Are you comfortable on Mama's blanket? So he's super comfortable. The best little dog, and they spend hours just being comfortable on this little blanket. They love it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're enjoying my vlogs, please take a second, hit the like button, and also subscribe to my channel. I have so much fun new content coming, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments about things that you'd like to hear more about. And as usual, stay healthy and stay beautiful.